Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode, and potentially our final episode of our Hearts of Iron 4 run here as Greece. We are simply looking to clean up the final opposition to our various wars, and that's Japan. That is the final major that we have to capitulate, and that will wrap up the war with the Great East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, which is a kind of a mouthful. We have actually successfully done a naval invasion into Japan, and we're ready to expand out. We're actually dumping an entire other army here in just a second. Love that we still have this old original cavalry. This is just our mascot at this point. We've never replaced this cavalry division that we started with when we started the game, which is kind of ridiculous. So they're both in there, so that's green and red have landed there. Meanwhile, teal is doing or attempting to do a naval invasion over in Hiroshima, and we'll see if we can pull that off. And purple and gold over here are still making their way to the general area. I'm going to bring down the speed a couple of notches so that we have a little bit more ability to respond as things develop. Looks like this invasion may actually be successful. One of their units is already broken. Not a crazy amount of defense on this one either. This one's pretty solid, but we do have a lot of people waiting behind the scenes. And then, yeah, at some point, this country is going to get split in two. The supplies flow out from the capital. So over here, they're still going to have some local supply, but they're going to have to ship via sea, which is actually something to consider a little bit with our raiders over here, where we might want to make sure... No, we don't really need there. But maybe these three sea zones here, you can do convoy raiding. We had been docking, and we might still lose a bunch of these subs, but it might be worth it for a little bit of transport harassment to hurt their supply chains, and that might make a big world of difference. Red, okay, you have landed. You're ready to go. What we need to do, actually, I'm going to grab half of you and bust out of here. We'll go there, although half of you are going to go here and then up this way. That should be a fairly easy bust out. You are just going to run up along this northern coast over here and see what you can do. Because otherwise I'm worried that there's a few people just standing around. Let's go ahead and do this. Keep them pinned in. Don't reinforce over here, because we really have to break out of this tiny little area. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to actually make any real advance. If we get surrounded, if we have supply issues, so we really need to have to break out a little bit and not just butt our heads against one possible location there. Let's have all these actually join in that, and like that. That should actually help our success out a little bit. You're moving down here, which is good. A little bit of people were moving into this area to attack us, which is great. We don't have any digging, but it also means they don't have any digging. Otherwise, we do have like vastly superior numbers. I'm gonna have one of these sort of do this instead. Okay, it's going to be delayed a little bit because we are being attacked there. We're moving here. Let's move one of them down this way as quickly as possible. You're moving down that way, which is great, and you're just holding that site, which is exactly what we need you to do right now. That's going to be wonderful. You're going there. We're going to get you to keep running up the coast then in this direction, because I'm not sure that anything's really going to be able to stop us from doing that. Similarly over here with this army, what we'll probably do is cut across this way and then make our way down to Tokyo if needed, to be able to finish things off. Alright, not too shabby at all. I don't think that's actually going to be successful with this guy. We'll see if we can make it across the strait. We actually might, because there was a unit just chilling here, but he moved across. So we can beat him here in numbers, and we might be able to just continue that push. Speaking of continuing to push, please to be doing this, and then one of you walk all the way through here, and you'll just push out a little bit more this way. What I should probably do is split my focus between these units and see what we can do. Now, the naval invasion here is being stopped, and actually maybe retreating here. I think they're being caught at sea. We might lose a lot of units out at sea here by doing this maneuver, but it was at least worth the attempt. Probably? Okay, those are subs being chased. Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. It would be a shame if we lost a lot of these guys at sea, but the invasion of Japan is a success, which was the important part. I send you here, I'm going to take one of these guys and send you up here, so we'll keep them pinned down while we also go and secure that, and you're just going to keep pushing towards Tokyo. In fact, surprisingly, that's a successful attack, which I was not expecting. Hence my use of the word surprise, I guess. Anyway, I don't think it's going to be successful. This might have a bigger chance, but we might just wait. I'm worried about them, like, locking us in over here. But we've got plenty of troops coming this way. So we might be alright. Okay, actually now, let's go ahead and attack from both angles here. Perfect. And then we'll get a little bit of a encirclement over here. You're going to go here and throw that in. That's going to be okay. You're going to make sure to throw in here. Excellent. And then, yeah, all you guys do that into this and finish off this little pocket, please. Clean up the borders. You're going to go to Tokyo, please. Someone might go in to defend it before you get there. But at least they still, again, won't have the dig in, and you're going to make that maneuver. So I'm going to grab one of you and instead make you run up here. If you can, thank you very much. There you go. Some landings have happened. You're going to do this. You're going to go there, there, and a little bit more there, which will completely surround these guys, and then we'll just go and boot them afterwards. We've got some extra factories, probably the ones we're capturing. I'm not going to worry about assigning them quite yet. Some of this. And yeah, we really could start with a ship design soon. In terms of our tank development, what do we need most of? It's actually the tanks themselves. So I guess I'll do this. So if any factories we grab will just be assigned to our tank stuff. That's going to be okay. Looks like they might retake Tokyo. Oh no, they actually broke off. Nice. What's the capitulation status over here? Okay, still got a way to go. They have a lot of very valuable control points here in Japan. Okay, you need to stay here. Actually, you guys assigned to that as well, please. Thank you. Grab some of you move this way and that way. And redeploy our planes here soon too. They are trying to bust out. So far it's looking like they might be successful, but that's going to change pretty quickly if we decide to mount an attack instead of just worrying about the defense. We definitely didn't want them breaking out of this. We need to make sure to boop them before they rejoin. Tokyo is still being held. That's great. What I'm going to do, just for laziness, extra divisions. Oh, I must have grabbed some units and assigned you to this front over here. What I'm going to do is you two will join. There we go. Blue again. And yeah, what I'm going to do with my planes is I'm going to grab all of them this way. And just assign you to, say, red over here, so you try to chase mostly red. I think I will reset some of these. I guess that and that is going to be fine. That's going to be okay. And then let me split it a little bit up so that you don't actually have maybe not everyone in the same airports. They can spread them around. I mean, they still spread them around even when they're attached just to one army. But there we go. I don't want to leave Tokyo here with this guy. We'll just wait for that to get cleaned up and a few other things. And we can reorganize, like, which army is where. Let's have these guys try to make a run this way. Half of you guys are going to move in here. And the other half are going to hit this guy. And then one of you, after you're done that, you're going to cycle around over here and just clean this up, please, and thank you. Which is going to happen very quickly. And you're going to move down this way to claim another airport, which might be useful for us as well. Oh, did we not actually finish grouping these guys? There we go. Let's do that now. Thank you very much. Grouped away. And this is going to be difficult, but let's see what we can do to cross over here through this strait. There's going to be a penalty to attack, but I think we'll be okay, actually. The stats are looking pretty good. Bit of an overrun there. That's not too shabby. Checking my numbers down here, making sure it wasn't one of mine, but I didn't think it was. And yeah, we may have to just redraw some battle plans here. Okay, let's boop this real quick. And the problem is my armies are a little spread out. I almost have to, like, dismantle these armies and then reform them based on who's where. Just for the sake of whatever, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of red in a battle plan over here and tell you to go. And then I'll tell all of green to be in this battle plan with the plan to push up this way and tell you to go. And teal, I mean, just for the sake of whatever, I'm going to set this as a battle plan for teal. But really, there's going to be a fair amount of just, like, manual commands for some of these movements here. Might be a little bit of chaos while this gets reorganized, but it's going to be okay. There we go. You're going to do overrun. And yeah, you're going to go and try to punch through this way. And all you guys are going to try to punch through here, despite the fact that you're a big mix of armies. That's going to be okay. Take this airport. I mean, we want the airport for ourselves, but we'd also really like to deny them the use of this airport. We've got plenty of naval combat that is happening. Not all of it may be ideal for us, but okay. Cross through here. I guess we don't really have a front over here, although what I might do is encourage you guys to keep pushing through here. This is going to stop them from regenning their orb. You can actually assist from behind, which is going to help. And then these guys are going to come through here and then keep pushing afterwards, which is also going to be very handy. There's Nagasaki. Let's get you to push down to Kagoshima. But I'm kind of expecting a capitulation soon. Very soon. We do need another victory point. Okay. Push, push. Wrap around. Over here. How's this coming? Here. Boop. Boop. Counterattack. Thank you. Okay. Oh. Clean that out. We got little islands and things too. I don't think we'll have to hit the smaller islands. And while Japan holds a lot of territory, this is not their core territory, and as a result, it doesn't count towards the capitulation effort. So we don't have to worry about that. We just really need the home island, and that's pretty much it. Alright, move in here. There's a victory point. Please and thank you. Yeah, wrap these guys up, which should be pretty easy. Boom, boom, boom. Teal, you no longer have a front line. What I'm going to do is add you to this one, and do that, and tell you to push, push, push. And I think what I'll do is I'll force some right-clicking here with green. Oh, there we go. Done and done, and I do, in fact, have the biggest war score. Now, so all the stuff that we've been occupying doesn't currently belong to us. We have to actually claim it. We might want to do puppety things here. I propose we puppet Japan to start off with. And then we can feed more land to Japan. Although I don't think I can click on them now. I think the puppet happens afterwards. What? That was weird. Oh, okay, because it already happened. Alright, alright, alright. But I think I would like some of this for myself. There you go. We can take that for ourselves. Okay. No, oh, we really are at kind of the limit. Alright, I'm going to grab that. Wait. Take the following. Yeah, yeah, okay. New Jersey, North Carolina. Is that where Japan's going to be? Actually, these are going to be the bits that are going to be cheaper. Hold on. Let me try this again. Because these are the bits that are going to be cheaper for Japan to take. As I said, it's probably as much as I can take. Let me end turn. There you go. Now I can click on Japan. It's weird. It didn't actually give them their home island. Very bizarre. Right, there we go. Click on Japan again. Feed. Oh! Oh yeah, I'm too... let's pass. Okay, we're back at the top. I'll pass one more time. Click on Japan. There we go. Hokkaido, I think they've already got. Okay, so that's fine. So this gives them the rest of their home. You can do some of this maybe, just to say. After that, do I want to just start taking things for myself? Pass. I wonder if I can make more puppets. I think they've probably mostly been done. This is taking it for myself? Yeah. I'm gonna try to take a bunch of coast over here. Easy to miss those little guys. Done. 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 Resources. Connect it up to minimize some border gore. I mean, I can keep diving in here. Imperialist Australia. Ooh, that's too much for me. Okay, I can actually feed more to Japan over here. But I think I'll call this good. Let me pass. I'm going to take this for myself. Ooh, I really can't take much. I'd have to pass some more. Yeah, I'll be able to trade with Japan at a really good rate here, and I'd rather it not go to anyone else. There you go. So the discounted picks, since Japan actually took this in a war before, is actually kind of nice. I don't even know what's left in some of these places. Is that it? No. Oh, this is still considered Japanese. Right. So we could give it to Japan, or I could start taking American territory for myself. Although Japan is in North Carolina. For whatever reason, they started with North Carolina. Maybe I'll take, oh yeah, it is too expensive. Because taking Washington State and Florida for myself would give us some interesting holdings. Pass once. There you go. Now I can take those for myself. I'll switch to Japan. I'll give them that because they've already got the other one. Can be Japanese Alaska. I don't need it for myself, really. Oh! Okay, that's as far as we can go here. Pass. This is all stuff that Japan had, so if I give them this, it's discount. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter because of the discount at this point, actually. Hold on. Reset, because we should have everything we need over here. Done. Alright, the world is kind of messed up. Not gonna lie. It's a pretty wacky peace deal. Come on, calculate. But let's see. If we go into diplomatic map mode over here. Oh no, it doesn't filter. How do I get... So it's showing me everyone in my alliance as well. Or my my faction, which isn't what I was hoping for. Because, so everything that's Hellenic is us. The entire Russian Empire bends the knee to us, as does the entire Japanese Empire, which is this, plus a bunch of stuff over there. Not to mention the stuff we control over here. Decisions, is it to develop, develop more resources in a few areas, which I guess we can do. These battle plans are all not available. Out of curiosity, Intel Ledger, they have 3 million manpower left over versus our 1.4. They have 3 million men in the field. versus our, yeah. And that's just looking at Germany. So I don't think we can take the Axis. Now, if, like, the Axis were to just, you know, tumble apart and things, that could be a thing. But that's not really something that happens with the AI. I don't think they tend to leave factions. British North American territories is justifying against us. Is it defense of the Pacific? No. They're actually justifying? I don't know. But yeah. Japan, Hellenic state, just brilliant, just beautiful. Oh, we could probably cancel the... Oh, they're working on these. They're using some of their factories for this. Okay, well, I'm going to drop it down to 1 for each anyway. Maybe we'll help them finish those, because why not? And yeah, other than that, there's really nothing for us to do. Resource-wise, we are laughing now. We are absolutely laughing. For some reason, we have a giant shortfall of a few things. Did we really queue up too much? Oh, maybe some of the trade deals changed up a little bit. But the Russian Empire, like 2 factories. Like, we're getting 80 per. Done. Over here, we'd be Russian Empire. So 2 factories gives us everything we need. And in rubber, we can get it from Japan. 1 factory will give us all the rubber we need. Just like that, because of our puppets and the huge conversion rates, so it doesn't cost us very much, which is pretty amazing. And some guns, and I don't know, guns, and whatever. What other decisions are available? Paramilitary training in Japan. I really don't care about those, I don't think. We can turn off the Ferengi influence over here. And there we go. I mean, we got to be pretty potent in everything that happened. Yeah, various naval battles, which we can just go and eliminate. We don't really care about those anymore. We do have some resistance in Hunan province. I mean, that would ultimately get resolved. You know, there might be a little kerfuffleage for a bit, but it'd bounce back pretty quick. And at some point, we can, yeah, change our garrison divisions. Sorry, our MP divisions over here. To armored cars. Not that I think we ever got around to really producing many. We've got some kicking around that I think we just captured. But we never really started producing any. We never had much in the way of tech. Like, we were preparing, if needed, to go to some sort of, like, some sort of giant naval production, just kickstart that. But it turns out we did okay. Luckily, it was, I will give credit to the AI, it was some of our AI allies that moved enough ships in this region to give us the naval superiority we needed to go and invade Japan. But, you know, we're the ones who actually did the work to do it, so I still want credit for that. This is a little bit of an interesting mess of little countries. We got China here and here somehow. Border gore, man. Border gore. Otherwise, it's actually not, like, not as bad as I might normally expect. I mean, we've got some weird titles in places, right? Like this. But the actual positioning of some of these borders is actually surprisingly decent for Hearts of Iron 4. Obviously, still an entirely, like, miserable mess in terms of comparing it to reality, but there you go. So we are going to wrap it up here. I mean, we can do some little skirmishes and things and whatever, and we can commit suicide by randomly declaring war on the Axis, right? If we leave faction here, probably someone would declare war on us almost immediately. And I don't think there would be much to be done about it, unless, I mean, there are literally no wars in the world right now. So, I mean, unless we wait until some other, like, leave the faction, hope no one starts on us, but hope that, like, you know, if... Well, that's all Axis. We go over here. Like, Axis, Axis, Axis. Are there other factions? Actually, I'm not sure that there is another actual active faction anywhere. We could, like, pre-suck up some people and then invite them really quick to our faction. But, I mean... Now, keep in mind, a big part of the reason the Axis word over here is so big is because of all my territory, right? If we left, that we would take a significant chunk of the world with us, but... I think I'm more interested in starting something new. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. Sorry for there was the big break in the middle there where I got confused about the state of the game. Can't wait to see what we do next time. Bye-bye.